Hey everyone, we're back with Chaos Child. Last time Kawahara-kun was Kawahara. You know, what can you expect from a Kawahara, you know? Oh boy. Where are we going today? More Albert Room content? There's one thing to decide to learn more about Senri. Is this where I left off? It said new, so... And that was yesterday. But the question was how to go about it. I asked Kunosato and Shinjo. They didn't have much to tell me. They knew nothing beyond what we found in the basement of AH Tokyo General Hospital, which meant that I had to ask someone who did know. To be honest, I wasn't very happy with the idea, but I didn't have much. Are we going to? Oh no, they didn't have much choice. I wanted to talk to him. This was the best place to catch him. Don't know what to ask questions if I left the house in my school uniform, so I went without it. See, I don't really like what they did with Kawahara. Like, I wish they made it more nuanced than that, I guess. Like, I don't know the right word to describe what he did yesterday. Like, the only word that I can think of is incel-like, but that's not, I don't think that's the right phrase. It's, you know, something like that, right? You know, it's like, Kurusu, I'm the only one who understands you, while also rejecting everything she cares about. But, you know, that's not the best way to go about that. Just, I've talked about this before. I always kind of dislike it when, like, you see this a lot in Japanese media in particular, like in visual novels, you know, manga, anime, that kind of stuff. You got the main male character who is sometimes nuanced. You have the entire female cast who's always nuanced because they're cute anime girls, or if maybe they're not nuanced because they have to be cute anime girls. They're not allowed to be nuanced. Then the male cast is, you know, maybe an antagonist who's hot, so everybody likes them. And then like maybe like a side character who's like the main character's friend. Well, credit due where credit's due. Ito is a pretty good character, not a great one, but a good one, right? He goes a step beyond like the usual like best friend role in visual novels, right? So I don't know. I just always like it when there's, you know, male characters who, you know, exist and are nuanced in visual novels and like matters to the plot. He's like, okay, you could think of something, right? But like, think of it like, I don't know. Like, you know, Uminako's good because actually no, only the female characters matter. Like Rudolph, who's that? We care about Hirei. Anyway, no one would ask questions if I left the house in my school uniform, so I went without it. That meant I stood out like a sore thumb. I recognized some of the students passing by. They didn't pay any attention to me. They just chatted with their friends as they walked by. Oh, you know who he reminds me of? Shinji from Fate Stay Night. Shinji, I will die on this hill, is a character I actually kind of like in like a pathetic way in the first two routes. But then the third route happened and something happened where like, I think Shinji was a very well written character who he's trash, but like he's understandable trash, right? And then the third route happens and you learn something and it's like, oh, never mind. All that that's ruined. And it's kind of like that, I guess. I waited for about 30 minutes. Finally, he appeared from the other side of the school gate. Oh, we have a repeat of the Haruhi Suzumiya scene. I'm John Smith.
Miyashiro?
Kawahara-kun frowned when he saw me. I knew he didn't like me. He also probably felt awkward after what happened yesterday. I wanted to talk to you. Is that okay?
もしかして俺に宣戦布告でもしに来たか
Huh?
なんだクルスに手を出すなって言いに来たわけじゃないのかそれなら少しは見直してやるところだったのにな
Oh, Kawahara-kun seemed to misunderstand how things stood between me and Nono.
で
Huh?
話があるんだろだったらさっさと言えよ
I don't think Takeru needs to like say anything. Like he has ruined everything. Kawahara-kun didn't even seem to bother to hide his irritation with me. Like Nono was like, hey, how about we just go back to how things were before this happened? That's not gonna happen, Kawahara. That's never going to happen. I'm sorry, buddy. You ruined it. And by sorry, I mean I'm not sorry at all. You kind of got what you deserved. But people were staring at us as they walked by. Could we maybe talk somewhere else? Kawahara-kun sighed and started to walk. I followed him.
この辺でいいだろ
He He was standing on the side of the road without even a bench. Felt like his way of saying that he didn't want to talk for long.
早く言えよ。言っとくが俺はお前の顔すら見たくないんだからな。
I could tell from his tone that his hatred towards me was building. But I felt the same way. I just wanted to ask him my questions to get the hell out of here. You were friends with Minamisawa Senri, right?
南沢？お前がなんで急にあんな奴のこと聞きたがるんだよ。
Well, there's something I was curious about.
別に南沢はクルスと仲が良かっただけで、俺はあいつのことを友達だなんて思ってない。
I could tell that from the way he acted the other day. What was Minamisawa like?
そんなことクルスに聞けばいいだろう。あいつの方がずっと仲が良かったんだから。
Ryusu says she doesn't really remember.
覚えてない。そんなはずないだろ。俺だって覚えてるんだ。俺なんかよりずっと一緒にいたクルスが覚えてないわけない。
For example? Kawahara-kun glared at me, but then he sighed and started to talk.
南沢は初めて会った時から気味の悪いやつだったよ。
Creepy?
いつも暗い顔して顔色も悪くて、声も小さくて何言ってんだかわかんねえし。
Hey, come on!
人気を絵に描いたようなやつで。まんまクルスの引き立て役だよ。そうだな。そういうとこ、お前にちょっと似てるかもな。
He laughed. He wasn't even trying to hide his disgust with me anymore. What happened to, like, chapter 3, at nighttime, we were like, hey, you know what? We're cool now, Takaru. You and I, we can be best buds. But I didn't care. So, honestly, I don't really remember how that scene went too much. It was a long time ago, but, like, it happened. But what about our family?
ああ。確か親が怪しげな新興宗教にハマっててさ。
There was... I've been looking into Chaos Out a little bit again. I know in Chaos Out there was a, like, church or, like, a religion or, weird religious cult thing going on. I forget the name of it. Religious cult?
名前までは忘れちまったけど、それで毎週日曜になるとそこの施設に通ってんだって言ってた。
Which obviously is related to the committee. ...
どこっつってたかな。確かでっかい病院の地下とか言ってたな。
That could be anywhere. AH Tokyo General Hospital?
そこだよそこ。なんだ、お前知ってんのか？
No, not really. So Senri had been going there after all. Wait, didn't that place belong to some cult back then? Wait, did that place?
ああ、そういや。
He must have tried to remember as he talked, because he was speaking faster and more clearly.
いつも長袖着て隠してたけど、体育の時にチラッと見えたんだよ。そしたら腕に針の跡とかいっぱいあってさ。だんだん学校も休むようになって。今考えるとやばいよな、あれ。そんなだからうちの親なんかにもあいつとは付き合うなって言われてたんだけど、クルスが付き合うもんだから。
Kawahara-kun's tone became sharper and angrier as he remembered the past. As I listened to him, of course, I was remembering the girl named Senri. I was sure her parents had taken her to that research lab. She was undergoing experiments there every week. The goal, of course, was to awaken her gigolomaniac powers. I didn't know if her parents had agreed to the experiments. It was easy to imagine that she had wanted to do them herself. And there's one more thing I could tell from this conversation. That was... Hey, did Kurusu know about this?
知ってるに決まってるだろ。さっきも言ったように、あいつは俺よりもずっと南沢と親しかったんだ。しょっちゅう悩みを打ち明けられたりしてたみたいだし、あいつの両親のことだって俺なんかよりもずっと知ってるはずだよ。そもそも今の話だってほとんどガキの頃にクルスから聞いた話だしな。
I see.
よーってのはそれだけか。
Yeah, thanks.
なんなんだよ。なんで俺がこんなこと。
I bowed to Kawahara-kun and turned to go.
おい、宮代。
I heard his voice behind me.
クルスに早く学校に来るように伝えろ。それから、もしまたクルスに何かあったりしてみろ。ただじゃ済まさねえからな。
Oh, I thought he was gonna say something tsundere, like, you better start coming to school too. And actually Kawaharu and I could be best friends. Once he was done talking, he walked off. But to be honest, I didn't care. What was important was that.
ごめんなさい。千里とは友達だったけど、あの子の家のこととかあまりよく知らないのよ。だからもういいでしょ。
No, she would never lie because remember they don't keep secrets in the Alba dorm. No, really was lying to me after all. No, it's hiding something. Something involving Minamisawa Senri. Even after she promised that she wouldn't keep any more secrets, which meant that was a lie too. At dinner, took a bath. Yuto and Yamazoe had already gone to sleep. Nono had her textbook out on the table. Even when she wasn't going to school, she was still keeping up with her studies. She'd asked her friends about what subjects they were covering, kept up with them at home. As student council president, she was trying to set a good example. Getting my Pokecom online, but nothing I was seeing was going into my head. I was trying to figure out how to bring things up to Nono.
もう、なーに?
What's wrong? What's what?
さっきから何か言いたそうにしてるでしょ?
How could you tell?
それくらいわかるわよ。タクルのことだもん。
Is it because we're family? But then why? Can you come outside for a second? Are they just studying with the lights on while the kids are asleep? That's just rude. I went outside with Nono. Of course, we couldn't go too far with Yuto and Yamazoe to think about, so we only took a few steps out of the apartment. Which they mentioned, like, last scene. Like, paper thin so you can hear everything outside. Nono followed after me, confused. She looked just a bit nervous, probably because she wasn't sure why I'd asked her to come out here with me. ... I turned around to face her. Oh, we got a... Oh, are they on the ground floor? I always imagine them like up a level. Huh?
なーに改まって。もしかして告白でもしてくれるの?
No, I'm here to confront you with my powers of truth and deduction and reasoning. Huh? What are you talking about?
だってこんな夜にわざわざ外に連れ出すなんてそんな感じじゃない?
Stop projecting. No, I'm sorry. We're not happening. I guess it's true that maybe you can interpret the situation that way. That's a big maybe.
もうわかってる。冗談よ。そんなにうろたえなくてもいいじゃない。
But she's trying to take you off guard, Taku. She knows. She knows you're after it. The truth.
まあ、もし冗談じゃなかったとしても、私としては嬉しいけど。
No, what are you saying? Don't tease me like that. Stop it. I'm watching my hopes and dreams for Chaos Child go out the window right now. I took a deep breath to help me focus as I got ready to change the subject.
タクル?
A look of tension appeared on her face when she saw how I was acting. Listen, I want you to tell me honestly. Are you hiding something from me? Don't show your back. Don't show the back sprite. In the end, all I could do was ask you straight. Are you sure you're not lying to me about something?
なに急に。どうしていきなりそんなこと言うの?
Nono said that with a fake smile. I could definitely tell. She was forcing herself to smile. You said no secrets between us, didn't you? You're not breaking that promise, are you? Oh, you got her with her own words. No. Maybe she had her reasons, but even so, I was tired of it all. I was tired of being betrayed. I was tired of having the people I cared about lie to me. There's a moment of silence. It was Nono who broke it.
信じて。
So believe me or love me, I can do one of those. Well, no, I can do neither of those actually. Her voice is so tiny I could barely hear it.
お願い。信じて。
Facts, Sprite, here we go. No.
これじゃ答えにならないっていうのは分かってる。でも今はお願い。
In the darkness, I couldn't see the look on her face. Her voice was full of sorrow and pain. Unless I trusted Nono, we can never truly be a family. Well, maybe you can trust her if she stopped lying to you. If she's demanding the oath, no lies for anyone, except for me, I'm allowed to lie. Nono had said she wouldn't hide anything else. She'd promised that she wouldn't lie anymore. I was tired of being lied to, like when I found out about my parents' death. I didn't want to go through what I'd experienced when I found out Serika was behind the murders ever again. So all I could do now was... Alright, no, I believe...
相変わらず甘いね、タクは。
Serika, save us! Save us! Get the truth out of her! A bitter voice echoed in the darkness. The clouds split and the moon shone down to reveal the woman in the person in the darkness, sorry. Her D-sword shone in the moonlight. A broken smile was plastered on her lips. Hello. Oh, no way. A cold chill of terror ran down my spine. I could feel myself start to sweat. I let my guard down. Thought that if I was lucky, I might never see her again. I started to think that maybe I would be that lucky. I never thought she'd just show up out of nowhere like this. You think she's been waiting for like the most dramatic moment to show up? Like she's just been watching every scene being like, oh, the Kawahara, that's funny. But like, no, not good enough.
クルスノノ。
セリカ、何をしに来たの？
それくらいわからないのか。
She thought the route was taking too long, so she's gonna speed it up.
あなたみたいな人が考えることなんてわかるわけないわ。
あなたみたいな人。まるで自分だけが宮代拓郎を大切にしている。そんな言い方だな。気に入らない。
私はあなたとは違う。タクルのため、タクルが望んでいるから、そんな理由をつけてタクルを悲しませているあなたとは違うのよ。
I could almost see the invisible flames building up between them.
まあいい。聞きたいと言うなら教えてやろう。私がここに来たのは、お前からもらったものを返してやるためだ。
Serika laughed in twisted glee. This wasn't the Serika I knew. The naive, ditzy girl that was always by my side was gone now. See, he canonically called her ditzy Serika.
何のことかわからないけれど、その必要はないわ。持って帰ってくれて結構よ。
おお、ずいぶんと気前がいいんだな。だが、そういうわけにはいかない。あいにく、やられたことはきちんとやり返す主義でね。
Eye for an eye? Does something to her? Watch out, no! Oh no, he's after revenge!
報復？そう。つまり、あなたはタクルを取られた復讐に来たってわけね。でも。
Is it actually she wants revenge for, Kurusu outing her? Like, well, Kurusu doesn't, I mean, Takuya doesn't know the whole truth, but he has an idea of it against Serika. Nono pulled her D-sword from the void and readied it in front of Serika's face. Oh, you're not gonna say from the sea between worlds or something? Serika didn't move a muscle. She just kept smiling.
血の気の多い女だ。それがお前の本性というわけか。いいか、復讐というのは何も力によってのみ遂行されるものじゃない。
どういう意味？
Yeah, she's just gonna, yeah, say it.
例えば、お前が必死になって隠していること。宮代拓が知ったらどう思うかな。
Takuya's just nodding along like, yeah, say it, Serika, come on. She knows what Takuya wants. What she's trying to hide? Nono really is hiding something from me? She just told me to believe her. Oh my, Takuya, you bought that?
タクはまだ知らないみたいだから教えてあげなきゃね。
やめて。
ねえ、聞いて、タク。その女、クルスノノはね。
Wait a second, I just realized. They're a few steps out of their apartment, right? This is the same background, obviously, but this is where Takuya got killed at, Imori's route. So at any time, Kuno-sano could have stepped out of her apartment, come and save Takuya, but she's like, nah, they're fine. Anyway, sorry. Say it! Oh. Nono's D-sword flashed down at Serika's head. There's a shower of pale sparks.
ほら見てタク、これがこの女の本性。
Nono flipped her wrist around, and this time the silver light flashed upward. A roar of spiraling wind ensued. Even I could tell that Nono's stance was all wrong. Serika was easily deflecting her attacks and grinning all the while.
ね からない？
Yeah.
その女の本当の姿が。
Wait, hold on. I'll pretend not to know, okay? I'll pretend not to know. What? Who could she be, everyone? It could be anything. I wasn't spoiled on VNDB because I'm an idiot. Who she really is?
お願い。
And in the thumbnail, I'll have like both my hands on my cheeks and be like, in like complete shock.
しょうがないわね。じゃあ私の口から教えてあげる。クルスノノの。いいえ。やめて。南沢千里の真実を。
Yeah, okay. I feel like I can stop hiding it now. It makes a lot of things make sense regarding like Nono's, like, you know, what Nono was saying in the comment out. Or she was like, oh yeah, Sarika was never there when Senri was in the hospital. I know that, trust me. It's not just Senri forgot to told me. I mean, that one makes a lot more sense. Or why she has a D sword, like, and, you know, knows how to use it because she's being experimented on every week for this kind of stuff. Compared to Kurusu, who would have had like one time to use it, you know, after the earthquake. Minamisawa Senri and Kurusu Nono were friends. Nono was bright and cheerful, and everyone loved and admired her. Senri looked up to her too. Senri, however, was well aware that she was gloomy, that she mumbled, that no one liked her. So when Nono first spoke to her, she was more confused than happy. She even wondered if Nono was trying to show off what a good girl she was by hanging out with a failure like her. I mean, hey, you said it, not me. In fact, that's how everyone else had seen it. And as she got to know Nono, Senri stopped doubting. The two of them just seemed to get along somehow. Senri was quiet. Nono liked to take care of people. The two of them became fast friends. Minamisawa Senri was a dear friend to Kurusu Nono. But for Senri, it wasn't that simple. From her perspective, Kurusu Nono had everything she could ever want. She was jealous. She knew it was wrong to think that way. She knew she should never think that way. The more she thought about it, the stronger the feeling became.
ののちゃんが羨ましい。ののちゃんみたいになれればいいのに。もしもののちゃんのような星のもとに生まれていたなら、そうすれば。
Is that a different voice actress?
私はののちゃんになりたい。
That was Minamisawa Senri's wish. And then, 6 years ago, there had been a deafening roar, violent shaking, and a blinding light. Kurusu Nono was right in front of Senri. Nono had been caught by the collapsing building. She was on the verge of death. She could barely keep her eyes open. There's nothing Senri could do for her.
死にたくないよ。私もっとやりたいこと。
I'm very confused about how to feel right now. Like, we do not know this character, but also it is Kurusu. Do I feel sad? Do I feel... Is she about to become an edgelord? Be like, oh, I hated you the whole time, Senri! Ha ha ha!
まだ死にたく。
And then, her voice faded away. Oh, okay, no, she was just nice until the end. Senri would never hear it again. Kurusu Nono would never move again. Senri cried. She knelt before Nono, whose eyelids were still slightly open, and cried her heart out. Kurusu Nono was her only friend. The sorrow this loss created in her heart was unbearable. And, yeah, you can just see her in the corner there. I assume they're gonna zoom out for this CG. Not only that,
ののちゃん、私ね、ののちゃんみたいになりたかったの。どうして死んじゃったの？ねえ、どうして死ねばよかった。私が死ねばよかったんだ。 私なんてどうせ生きていたってまた苦しい実験にさらされるだけだもん。
Wait, okay, so this something I haven't thought about. This means Senri wasn't the girl who was showing up under the basement helping Uki out, right? Unless like she was taking off the Kurusu disguise and just going down there and being Senri, but I doubt she would do that, right? Maybe?
生きていても誰も喜んでなんてくれないもん。
But that would actually explain why Kurusu likes Uki so much. I mean, I know she said like, you know, it's not about the time we spend together, but you know, the quality or something, you know, but nobody bought that.
ののちゃんの代わりに私が死ねば。
And right after that,
なんということでしょう。目の前に魔法の剣が現れたかと思うと、南沢千里の体は不思議な光で包まれたのでした。そして驚いたことに、その姿は彼女にとって憧れの少女クルス・ノノへと変身していたのです。それこそが彼女南沢千里のギガロマニアックスとしての覚醒でした。
it's weird that she wasn't one beforehand. They were really just experimenting on her like for the funsies? Like, she didn't have powers?
発行の少女南沢千里は本物のクルス・ノノを南沢千里として葬ることで、醜いアヒルの子から白鳥へと生まれ変わり、輝かしい第二の人生を歩き始めることにしたのでした。
And this is the time where we go Pachi Pachi?
めでたしめでたし。どうだったタク？南沢千里とクルス・ノノ二人の少女の取り替え早物語は楽しかった？
A changeling is like when like a fairy switched out a baby. Oh, that's a Japanese story. Scripts to tell of a young boy and a girl who are raised as the opposite sex and the chaos that ensues. Sometimes also used as a name for other stories involving characters who switch sexes or social positions. Oh, that is not... Oh, okay, so this is a story, the changelings, but okay. I think that's what a changeling is though, right? ... My pulse began to quicken, and I started to lose the ability to think clearly. Like, does this really change that much though? Like it's still... I don't know, like... Oh, piano. Like, I don't know what major changes this causes, Nono being Senri. Like, I've thought about this a lot. Obviously, it explains, you know, I've already said this, Nono's attitude towards Senri in the common era, but like, what else? Is there anything Senri being alive for really changes? He's like, obviously, we already knew Senri wasn't the culprit, etc. The ground under me shook unsteadily. No, it wasn't just the ground, it was my whole world. Everything that made up the person named Miyashi Yotaku began to shake. My head hurt. I couldn't understand what I was hearing. What did I just hear? Is Serika really telling me that Nono is Minamisawa Senri? Nono is a gigalomaniac. I know that already. But her power is... Oh my, he bought that! Everyone poured and laughed! He bought that! Her gigalomaniac power is the same as Arimura's. She can tell when someone's lying. Isn't that right, Nono? Yeah, isn't that right, Nono? Answer me, Nono. Nono said nothing. She just looked very sad. Serika's lips curled up into a mocking grin.
タクってば本当にバカなんだから。やっぱりタクには私がついてないとダメだよね。
You know, she's got a point. Maybe I'm starting to be on Serika's side now. What are you talking about?
有村ひなえと同じ。人が嘘をついているかどうかを見抜ける。嘘で塗り固めた半生のくせに苦し紛れについた嘘はずさんだな。
嘘なんかじゃない。私は。
Oh, we still going with it?
私はなんだ。 また宮代拓に嘘つくつもりか。
Mean Serica is so great. She's a lot better than like the more stoic, like emotionless Serica.
違う、私はクルスノノよ。
Serica must have thought Nono's words were the funniest things in the world, because her body was racked with laughter. I want to protect that laugh.
呆れた。この後に及んでまだそんな嘘がつけるとは。お前、大した玉だよ。
Oh, no way.
しょうがないから、私の口からもう一度はっきり言ってやろう。いいか、宮代拓。その嘘つき女の能力は複写だよ。
Duplication. Does that mean she can copy other things? Or she can just become things? Duplication?
そう。言うなればコピー。
Okay.
容姿、声色、寸分の違いなく別人になり変わることのできる能力。それがそいつの能力。
Okay, she can do anyone though. I thought she could only do Kurusu. In other words,
だからタクが言い含められたのは全くの嘘。タクは騙されてたんだよ。初めて会ったその時からずーっと。
it does reframe their relationship a little bit because Senri either recognized Taku or heard the story about how he saw Senri. And she knew that, he cared so much about her, about what happened. I felt a shock run through my skull, like you've been hit with a club. I've been feeling that shock for a while now. Because Serica hit him with a club, the back of the head. My mind was so dull that I couldn't even think.
ちょっとすごいだろ。まさかそこまで嘘ずくめだったなんて、さすがに想像すらしてなかっただろ。でも、お前もこれで分かっただろう。クルスノノ。いや、南沢千里という女の醜く悪辣な本性を。南沢千里は親友が死んだことを悲しむどころか、これ幸いとあっけなく切り捨て、南沢千里として慰霊碑の下に葬った。
She buried Kurusu under the memorial? So did it say that before? I thought it just said it buried her in the rubble. Jeez.
そして自らは美しく明るく聡明で誰からも好かれるクルスノノとして第二の人生を謳歌していたんだよ。違う。ほんと感心するよ。普通なら罪悪感というものがあるはずだよ。よくそれで毎日ああやって笑っていられたものだな。
女って怖い。
I love you, Serica.
何が違う？
Serica's cold voice shot through the night like a bullet.
虚構と虚栄にまみれた汚らわしいペテン師。それが偽らざるお前の正体なんだよ。南沢千里。
There was a mocking light in her eyes as she glared at Nono. Exclamation point! Without even thinking about it, I closed my eyes and put my hands to my temples. Black doubts began to rose up and began to take shape. I'd seen Minamisawa Senri in my nightmares 1,000 times. I thought she hated me for not being able to help. I thought she was the one behind the return of the New Gen murders. She was actually Nono?
嘘よ。そんなの。
We still going with that?
おお、さすがだな。
Yeah.
まだそんなことが言えるなんて。でも、まあいい。
Serica laughed a little and turned around to leave.
殺してやろうかと思ったけど、今日はこのままにしてやろう。なぜって、その方が面白そうだからだよ。
True.
せいぜい宮代拓に言い訳なりなんなりするがいい。惨めに、無様に、滑稽に。すべてを偽っていた醜い自分を許してと地面に頭をこすりつけて泣いて謝ればいい。
Oh, you know what scene I'm curious about? The scene, remember where he brings Nono to the hospital and they go down in the basement together? I wonder if that's changed at all. you know, with this in mind. There's probably foreshadowing for this in that scene in particular.
もっともそんなことしたところで許してくれるかどうかはわからないがな。
Never change, Serica. Always be like this. She walked off into the darkness of the night, her laughter echoing down the street. I couldn't follow. I was helplessly caught up in what she said, as if I'd fallen into a whirlpool.
Takuru.
Hey! Turned towards the sound of a hoarse voice. What? I'm there too? Nono was smiling at me, weakly. Don't know. Well, I don't.
やっぱりあの子どうかしちゃったのよ。あんな見えすいた嘘つくだなんて。
Lies?
そうよ。あんなの嘘に決まってるでしょ。私たちを疑心暗鬼に陥らせて喧嘩させるためのセリカの見えすいた嘘。
Lies? Who's the one lying and who's the one actually telling the truth?
第一、誰かと入れ替わるなんてそんなことできるわけないじゃない。あんな妄想を信じろだなんてどうかしてるわ。
I love her so much. Is it really just an illusion of hers?
タクル。
Nono sounded nervous.
タクルは信じてくれるよね。
Good thing he never finished that sentence earlier. Serica cut him off. No.
私を信じてくれるよね。
Nono's right. Oh my god! I can't completely trust Serica right now. There's a good chance that she really is trying to make us suspicious of each other. But is everything Serica said really a lie?
タクル。
I mean, how much of believing you? I just go get Ari Mori real quick. we could do a test real quick. There's one thing I could say for sure. That was, is it okay to believe in you? That I wanted to believe in Nono. Is it really okay to believe in you? She said we were a family. She said we wouldn't have any more secrets, and I wanted to believe it from the bottom of my heart. I didn't want to go through that anymore. I didn't want to be betrayed by the people I cared about anymore. Takaru! I thought he was taking that as like, is it really okay to believe in you after you've clearly been hiding stuff all this time? But no, he's really just, really? Okay, I want to believe you, Nono. I was probably saying that to myself, not to her. Okay, so he knows it's a lie, just he doesn't want to acknowledge it. Yeah, okay, the real Kurusu Nono was already dead, and another girl, Senri, had taken her place. Serika's words had come out of nowhere, and I couldn't believe them. I'd already said that I'd believe Nono when she said that she was telling the truth. I wanted to believe, but...
タクル、おかわりは？
No, I'll pass.
朝だってあんまり食べてなかったけど、ひょっとして調子悪い？
No, I'm fine.
そう。
I said I wanted to believe, but it just wouldn't be that easy for any human being. Thank God we're doing that. Okay. The more you want to believe, the more you try not to think about something. The more the tiny thorn in your heart digs deeper into you. I knew that was just what Serica wanted, but that didn't mean there was anything I could do about it.
もしかしてタクルさんとノノさん喧嘩してます？
Oh no, the kids are noticing.
え？
We're gonna get a divorce, so.
その昨日からなんだかよそよそしい感じがしたので。ノノ姉ちゃんたち喧嘩してるの？
I just now realized Uki has the same kind of ribbon, like tied in the same way as Nono. Like hold on.
別にそんなことないわよ。ねえタクル。
Has that been there since like the beginning? Shut up, horsey, you. Chaos Child. We're just go find like Uki, but early on before she meets Nono officially. Kidnapping. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. It's tied the same way. Was it? Was she the one down in that basement there then helping Uki? Yeah, we're not fighting.
タクル兄ちゃん、早く謝った方がいいよ。
I said we're not fighting. Even if we were, how do you know it's my fault?
だって、のの姉ちゃんが怒ってる時は大体そうだもん。
For once, I'm in the right. She's the girl failure this time, Yuto.
心配しないで、ユウト。別にタクルが何かしたわけじゃないから。
Although, I guess hers isn't like wrapped around her hair like that. But it's still got like, you know, the ribbon shape that ribbons make. But, oh, come on, that can't be a coincidence, right? It might be.
本当？
Wait.
ほんと。それよりほら、ちゃんと人参も食べなきゃダメよ。
I am the most ribbon-focused YouTuber on the planet. First we had Arimori ribbon theory, now we have No Uki ribbon theory.
僕、人参嫌い。そんなこと言ってたら、強い男の子になれないわよ。
Nono was bothered by it too. It showed in the way she was acting. The doubts within me and Nono's unease had built up to the point where even Yamazoe could sense them. We'd fallen right into Serika's trap, and I knew for a fact there's only one way to get out of this. Arimora Moshi Moshi! Okay, I will call it there because I am freezing. I need to go. It's like 50 degrees out. I will see you guys next time for... We're not at the finale yet. I'd say there's probably 2-3 more videos, I guess, of this round. Wait, is that... That's not FES, is it? You know, the one girl? Is FES her stage name or is that her band name? You know who I'm talking about. That might be her. Hard to tell what her hair color is. It looks pinkish, but it could be the lighting. Anyway. I'm kidding. That's a tangent. See you guys next time. Bye.